tight. Guard the doors both day and night. Passwords strong like shields of gold. Love and wisdom shared in bold. Protect our circle, keep it clear. Online shadows lurking near. Guard your fire, don't let it slip. Family strong with cyber tips. Fishing lines in waters deep. Don't let them pull what you keep. Links they shine, but traps they weave. Trust your heart, don't be deceived. Protect our circle, keep it clear. Online shadows lurking near. Guard your fire, don't let it slip. Family strong with cyber tips. Every click we take, be wise.
Chalkboards are out. Chromebooks are in. From virtual field trips to AI-assisted homework, school, as we knew it or know it, has changed. Welcome to Family Cyber Tips Daily. Today we're talking about how schools are adapting to digital learning and what you, the parent and caregiver, need to know to keep your child safe, focused, and thriving, okay? Let's look at what digital learning looks like today, the current picture. Many schools now use Google Classroom. And I'm sure you've heard your kids talk about Google Classroom, Microsoft Teams, or Class Dojo. Tablets or laptops instead of paper notebooks. Homework apps, digital reading logs, and real-time feedback systems. This shift helps personalize learning, but also increases screen time and opens the door to the online distractions that we talk about on this platform. Okay? Let's look at the benefits. And I hear you say, surely there are risks. And you are right to think that, okay? So there are benefits and there are risks. But the good news, kids can learn anywhere, collaborate faster, and access a world of knowledge. The risks or the challenges, though, are things like screen fatigue, data privacy concerns, easier exposure to inappropriate links, ads, or peer pressure. And that's why it's vital for parents and caregivers to stay involved, not just in homework, but in the platforms that their kids are using on a daily basis, okay? So we transition from benefits and risks to what you, the parent or caregiver, can do. Always a must that we cover this. One thing that you can do, ask what platforms the school is using and get access to it as a parent or caregiver, all right? Vital that you do that. Like I said, I picture a classroom with, and I think I have the picture here. Not that one. I believe it's this one. In our day, as you can see, then we were sitting on wooden tables and chairs and looking at a typical blackboard, okay? You can see that now everything is on the screen. And on that screen, and I went all that distance to basically talk about, the school boards, but more importantly, that we must know what our kids are using, okay? You've got to ask what platforms the school is using so that you can either get added to it, or rather, in addition to getting added, to accessing the platform they're on, because you're going to be at home with them, you can do your own research about things like Google Classroom. It's very important that you know what platforms they use so that you can do your exercise. And besides, I might give you homework. Go and do this on Google Classroom to nail down or harden or tighten security. But if you don't know how to use it, then we're really on shaky ground, okay? Use parental controls on school devices, yes. But you've got to ask for permission, or at least tell them. You can only use them where it's allowed. But discuss with them. They may have alternatives that do the same thing, but you must feel free to use parental controls on the school devices that will be brought home and will no doubt log on to your network, either via Wi-Fi or wired. And you don't want a situation where you're bringing a buggy system into your home and plugging it, and you bring the whole home network down. So it's important that you use parental controls. There's no letting off, okay? Set a tech check-in time each night, okay? Review screen time and assignments. The one thing I know around this area is that if you have particular times in the evening that things go off, make sure you've had a discussion with the young ones, okay? Let them know that at this time it's lights out or internet out, whatever it is. And make sure that it's age appropriate, okay? Because some kids generally like studying late at night. Maybe they come back from school and the first thing they do is go and sleep. And that's because they're going to wake up later on. So if that's the case, then adjust it. Just manage it. Be sensitive to the needs of the kids. If the kids can't make decisions on their own, of course, you have to make those decisions. But set a tech check-in time each night, okay? Review particularly the screen time and help them balance homework and all that. Talk about online etiquette. How your child behaves in digital classroom matters. The same way they'll behave if they were in a physical classroom where you can't be talking while the teacher is talking. You can't be distracting the whole class. The etiquette flows sweetly into a digital classroom, and your kid has to be king, okay? You must make sure that they're above board when it comes to digital classroom etiquette, okay? Hi, Lucas. You said hello, I said hi, okay? I'll throw in one more. Stay informed, okay? Nothing beats that. Stay informed. Ask schools how they're protecting your child's data. I think we've covered this in an earlier podcast episode. It's important that you know what the school is doing with your children's data. Make sure that there are controls, there's security around data, because just like you do, the school has private data. And if they have loose security, then all the hard work you're doing at home could just be down to nothing because the school is not up to scratch. So stay informed. Make sure you ask the schools how they're protecting your young ones' data, okay? Crucial that you do that. Remember that digital learning is a tool. It really is a tool, not a babysitter. It needs your wisdom as a parent and caregiver behind the screen, okay? I know that you have given me access to your young ones, and I did say that I will touch on this just briefly. On Saturday, I'll release the kids edition of Family Cyber Tips Daily, okay? Based on the approach to the last one we did at the end of April. Yeah, it picked up after a while. People are generally watching it. By people, I mean the young ones. But see it as a gift to your young one, okay? Make sure when I release it on the Saturday that you watch it with them, okay? Like you know, and you trust me, I hope you do. I'm releasing this information directly for them. So you really don't have to sit with them to listen, because I've curated it in such a way that it is kid friendly, all right? I better do, because the whole world, all the vendors are looking at it, because I'm making it particularly for kids. That can be a bad thing or a good thing, but in my case, it's win-win. Okay, the kids get covered, the kids get to hear the information, and it's a fun presentation. Okay, so I'm hoping that you will encourage them. Okay, because I'm sending this information to you, you now have to send it to them. The one thing I don't have is access to them via their devices. I don't have that, so I go to you. So I'm still counting on you as I'm prepping you, informing you every evening. I'm also hoping that you get that video to them. Okay, send it to them, however it is you relate to them, on internet things. Get them to watch it. Okay, it will be nice, because the topic is also crucial. Tomorrow I'll put the topic. Maybe not. Maybe it should just be a surprise. But somehow you see something tomorrow on screen, so that you can maybe point to it and say, I'm going to send this to you on Saturday. Okay, make sure you watch it, or Uncle Lawrence won't be happy. Okay, digital education isn't coming. It's here. And I know you know that. Okay. Your involvement makes the difference, absolutely makes the difference between distracted clicking and purposeful learning. Okay, so please, on my knees I am, let's partner with schools. Okay, not just for better grades, which most parents generally do, but for smarter, safer, and more grounded kids. Okay, please like the video. That's a thumbs up, not the other one. And make sure you share this with a parent who still thinks a Chromebook is a toy. Okay? This has been Family Cyber Tips Daily, where we help you navigate digital childhood with faith, wisdom, and confidence. I've been your host, Lawrence Edem. Until tomorrow at 6 p.m., God bless and goodbye